Mike's Music Method. Here we are. It's a great day. I'm bringing you Like a Summer Thursday. We're going to talk about that lyric later. But it's a great Townes Van Zandt song. And I've framed, look how perfectly, look at the cinematography. I get the vacuum cleaner. Don't worry, the vacuum cleaner's in the frame. Wouldn't let you miss it for the world. I'm not going to deny you that. This is a great song. The capo's on the 4th fret. We're doing the Gentle Evening with Townes because the guitar part is a little bit cleaner. In Townes fashion, it's just C, F, G. There's an A minor in there, an E minor for a moment. Beautiful little song. Start with Tecumseh Valley. If you got that one down, this is a little bit more difficult. Maybe, not really though. But it's so pretty. And as much as I love the production, on the cheesy production on the studio version, we're doing a Gentle Evening with Townes Van Zandt because the picking is really clean. You hear it. But also, if you're not very familiar with that record, listen to the song with headphones on. And Townes does this unheard of, very strange, like wilting. Let me give you an example. So it's, her face was crystal, fair and fine. He like hums the end of the line and it drops in pitch, you know, like how Hank Williams and country singers always do that wilting, whippoorwill kind of drop. But he does it on the hum. And it's subtle and nuanced and so beautiful. So listen with headphones. But we're going to dive in. Note for note, it's Like a Summer Thursday, Townes Van Zandt. Thank you to all my subscribers and everyone who's donating on PayPal and Patreon. And I'm also going to put my Bitcoin below. If you got some Bitcoin to spare, you can donate that way to keep the channel going and keep me pumping out more videos. I got a lot of energy. I just was vacuuming my house. I'm a little bit sweaty for you. Keeping the vacuum in the frame. This is Mike's house chores method. Skip ahead. Let's go. Let's get into the song. I don't have any more jokes. Measure 1. It's going to be a little sparser than some of the other ones because we have a hammer on and he avoids the high note. And we'll talk about all this later, but that's what that measure sounds like. So the thumb is just doing, we have a C chord, capo 4, remember, right? So the thumb is just doing 5, 3, 4, 3. But we have 5, 3, and then we hammer on the 4th, and then we do 3. And I'm just hammering open to 2. So C chord, and I'm doing that hammer there. 5, 3, hammer, 3. And at the very end, after that thumb on the 3rd string, we play the 2nd string. So and I'm playing that with my index finger. So thumb, thumb, hammer, thumb, index on the 2nd string. That's the first measure. Now the second measure he switches things up, and this is usually the pattern. A lot of back and forth. So again, thumb is doing the same thing. 5, 3, 4, 3. But we have 5, 1, and I'm playing that 1 with my middle finger. Again, we're still on a C chord. So we got 5, 1, 3 with the thumb. And then index finger plays the 2nd string. Right, thumb and thumb and thumb, index, thumb, sorry, thumb, middle, thumb, index, and the strings are 5, 1, 3, 2. And then the second half of the measure is 4, 1, 3, 2. Almost the exact same thing, but the thumb starts on 4. 1 with the middle, thumb on the 3rd, index finger on the 2nd. So that whole, well, that part again is just 4, 1, 3, 2. So that whole second measure, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. And when you get it up to speed, so in other words, it's 1 and 2. They're all 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if we put it together with the first measure, a little more sparse, right? Thumb, thumb, it's a hammer. Right, way less notes. It's just 1, 2, 3 and 4 and then we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and for the second measure. So all together. Measure 3, and I should have told you this is all the intro. We have a long intro before we start singing. Hi, cat. So measure 3, we have a G chord / B. We have the B and the bass. And so what I'm doing is I'm not even bothering putting the 6th string here for now. I mean, you could, but it doesn't really matter. I guess if you're used to it, you can just play a G chord, but your pinky is on There's the cat. It's Nudge. Actually, my wife named her Getty Lee after the singer of Rush because she goes, wow, like Getty Lee. Go listen to some Rush songs if you're unfamiliar. But she also nudges her face into you, which is what she was about to do. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, Nudge. And that's why we call her Nudge. All right, so we have a G chord, but our pinky's on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string instead of being on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, right? So we're moving it up there. And the pattern is exactly the same what we just did the previous measure, right? So we have, I'm gonna stop saying right. I'm gonna catch myself this video. We have, I'll give you the strings. It's 5th, 1st, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 1st, 3rd, 2nd. So the same pattern as last measure. Again, you don't need this finger there, but maybe it's easier just to remember it as a G chord. And then from that, it's really similar. We're on the same chord. We hammer on the 4th string at the beginning. So we have to move that middle finger down, and we hammer on the 4th string open to 2. Then my thumb is alone on the 3rd string. Then the index plays the 2nd. A little bit different there. So hammer on the 4th string, thumb on the 3rd, index on the 2nd. 1 and 2 and then we follow it up with thumb again on the 4th, middle on the 1st string, then open on the 3rd, and then I lift up the chord and I play the note C, or the 1st fret on the 2nd string. And that's anticipating the F chord that's to come. Townes is a master at that. He's always taking a note from the measure to come, so he's giving it to you early, which is called an anticipation. He's anticipating the next chord, and it just adds a little subtle but beautiful color. So start incorporating that in your own songwriting if you're a songwriter. So that tricky measure, hammer on. Oh, then we lift it, sorry. And then at the last second, I'm moving to that note, well, it's not a C, but you know what I mean, C with the capo, 1st fret. So again, Now I'm going to put those 2 measures together. So back to measure 3 here on that G. 3, 4. Hammer. And then move it. Let me give you 3 and 4 one more time. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hammer. And now we'll do all 4 measures from the beginning. 2, 3, 4. Get it really smooth and pretty and up to speed eventually. Go slow. Let's tackle the second half of the intro. There's a lot of movement, but the chord shapes are pretty easy. We have a very simple F. Nothing fancy, just your simple bar chord F. You don't even need the lowest 2, so just that simplified F. And it is thumb. The thumb is just going to be hopping back and forth between 4 and 3. We have 4, 1, 3, 2. So it's thumb, middle, thumb, index. Then we do the exact same thing, but it's an E minor chord, and all we need is this, right? Just the 2nd fret on the 4th string. I mean, you could play the whole E minor, but he's not giving those low notes. So it's just 4, 1, 3, 2. So the right hand's the exact same thing for the F. 4, 1, 3, 2. Switch to E minor, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then for the next measure, 6, we lift them all up. 4, 1, 3, 2. That's implying, I don't know, a G, I guess, again? Not sure. And then we put the B in the bass. And that's a little different because I have the 2nd fret on the 5th string. And it's 5, 1, 3, 2. So instead of 4, 1, 3, 2, it's 5, 1, 3, 2. And so those 2 measures from the F, 3, 4. 5th string. Nice. And then we go to a C chord. Very similar pattern there. 5, 1, 3, 2. Then we hammer. 4th string open to 2. Then thumb and. So it's thumb with the hammer, thumb and. So again, no in between note. When that hammer happens, there's a little break from the rapid firing because a hammer-on is applying the upbeat instead of one of your other fingers. Might be a little tricky to get used to. If this song seems a little hard, you can watch the, if I remember a link, but check out my video on Tecumseh Valley. That might be a little bit easier than this one, a little less motion, so that's also a great Towns one. But this one ain't too bad, I know you can get it. And so after that C, which was 5, 1, 3, 2, hammer on 4, 3, 2. Then I think then we do the exact same thing again. So let's go 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4. And there's the intro for you. You're doing it like a summer Thursday. So like a summer Thursday, I cry for rain. Is it another one of these Towns lines that, all these years I've been singing it and listening to it and going, oh, these lyrics are so beautiful, how gorgeous. But what is he really talking about? Why Thursday? It sounds so poetic. Oh, like a summer Thursday. Someone comment below, tell me what that means. It's a bunch of nonsense. It could have been any day of the week. Thursday, it just sounds more poetic. Ooh, a Thursday. It's not even hump day. It's not the weekend. It's not Monday. Like, there's all these poetic days. Or days that at least have some kind of connotation, right? Monday, you start work. Sunday, the Lord's Day. Of all these days, Wednesday's hump day, Friday, the beginning of the weekend. Like a summer Thursday, I cry for rain. Is it statistically hotter on Thursdays than other days of the week? Was he like a major in global climate conditions? What's happening here? Comment below, let me know what you think. I think it's a bunch of nonsense. He's just trying to sound poetic. But maybe you think otherwise, let me know. That's the problem with poetry. You can just make up a whole bunch of BS. And the differences between the clouds that loomed before my eyes and how the shadow percolated in between my bosom, which opened up into a illustrious kaleidoscopic symphony of noises that enlivened my heart with its beauty through a cacophony of witnesses between the realms of which I could no longer desire as the autumn leaves drifted down slowly from the hollow, gray, ashless tree. Let's do the whole intro. Wait, that's 8. First 8 measures. 2, 3, 4. Top of the verse, we have a C chord, and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on every note. So our thumb is doing that same pattern it did in the intro. 5, 3, 4, 3, and we have an in between every time. It's thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. So it's always back and forth on the and beats between the middle finger and the first finger on the first string and the second string. So it's 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then it goes to a G chord, but the B's in the bass. 5, so it's the exact same right hand picking. And again, it's the G with your pinky on the second string, 3rd fret. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then we go to an F chord, and it's a full F here. I play it with my thumb hitting that bass note, or you can do it that way. And it's 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Or sorry, 6, 6, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So your thumb is doing 6, 3, 4, 3, because we're hitting playing that low F. And then back to the C. 5, 1, 3, 2, and we hammer. So again, it's thumb with the hammer and then thumb again on the third. So that last measure is 5, 1, 3, 2, hammer on the 4, 3, 2. And let's sing that really slow. So 3, 4. The face was crystal, fair and fine. Let's keep going. Let's tackle measures 13 to 16 here. We have an F chord. You want to hold all of them down, right? Big or with the thumb. And we have 4. He starts on the high note this time. 4, 1, 3, 2, 6, 1, 3, 2. So it just kind of reverses the order there. 4, 1, 3, 2, 6, 1, 3, 2. But still the same idea, right? Thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. Then we go to an E minor, and now the low note is first. 6, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Then an A minor, and here the thumb pattern's different again. 5, 1, 3, 2, 6, 1, 3, 2. And then he goes to a G, and here the G is actually normal because he's playing the 3rd fret on the 1st string. 6, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So let's do that all one more time from that F. 3, 4, start with 4 to 6. E minor with the low 6, then the 4. A minor, start on 5, go to 6. Then a G, start on 6, 4. If we do 13 with the lyrics, we have from the F. 3, 4. In a breath was morning, and her lips were wine. Yeah. Then we have a fun little fill on a G chord. It goes to a G7. I swear I feed the cat. I do feed our cats, I promise. So we have a regular G chord. We got 3rd fret on the 1st string, and it's 6, 1, 4. Then I make it a G7, and I go right back to 1. So we've got, the strings are 6, 1, 3, 1. Yeah, 3, not a 4. 6, 1, 3, 1. But I switch from the G with my pinky to a G7 by putting my 1st finger down on the 1st fret. All right, 3 to 1. And then I move my pinky up to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string for that next melody note. So 6, 1, 3, 1, 6. Then I'm doing the 2nd string there. And then the 3rd string alone with the thumb. Thumb, middle, thumb, middle, thumb, middle, thumb. I guess you could use the index on one of those, but 6, 1, 3, 1, 6, 2, 3. Remember to only change them at the last possible moment so you get a nice, long, melodic line. Da, da, da. You don't want to change them early. Da, da, da. Then you get that staccato sound. Ba, da, da. Which is really pretty. And then we go to an F. And here we pinch. This is the only moment where I'm hearing him pinch after that. Because there's no and on the 4th beat of measure 17, so he's given a little extra pinch. And we're pinching 6 and 2 on an F chord. Then it's just 4, 3, pinch 6, 2, 4, 3. So pinch, thumb, and then it's thumb, and. So that second half is 6, 2, 4, 3. Thumb, middle, thumb, index. So that whole measure of F, pinch, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, 3. Pinch, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. Then back to a C chord, and it's just 5, 2, 4, 3. That's it. 5, 2, 4, 3. Then we immediately go to a G chord with a B in the bass. So all you really need is that B in the bass, so that 2nd fret on the 5th string. it's the same right hand pattern. 5, 2, 4, 3. So that measure, 19, is 5, 2, 4, 3. Switch the chord. 5, 2, 4, 3. And then we have an A minor. Was that the same as before? I believe so. 5, 1, 3, 2, 6, 1, 3, 2. And then an F. And the F is different yet again. 6, 2, 3, 2. So that's already weird. 6, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. 6, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Now I'm giving it to you as close as I can. My ear is allowing me to hone in on what Townes is doing in this A Gentle Evening with Townes Van Zandt. For this song, when I'm singing it, no, I'm not going to obsess on every frickin' note. I'm sure he didn't. Maybe he did to some extent, but then he got to such a level of proficiency that these little fills, he probably had a bunch of ideas in mind of what he could do over certain chords and which song. So don't freak out. It's good to learn them so your hand's getting used to all of these combinations and you're getting the muscle memory going. But by no means do you have to get all of this exact. As you get better at finger picking, you'll learn to kind of trust your instincts a little bit more. But it's always good at first to obsess and learn all the tricks. So we're on measure 21. 6, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. And I'm just doing thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. Then we have the same thing again. Then measure 23 is a G. And it's simple at first like we did before. 6, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 6, 1, 3, 2, and then here the ending changes. 4, 2, and I got my pinky down on that second string. 4, 2, 3, 2 again, but I go to the first fret because we're anticipating again the next chord, the anticipation. Look, you're learning things because the next chord's F, and that note's in the F chord, anticipation. So again, 21, 22, 23. Measure 24 again, because it's a tricky one. 6, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2 again, but with the first finger down there. So we have the G here. Then we move the pinky up to the third fret on the second string. Then we move down to the first fret on that second string. Bum, 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 bum is the melody. Bum. We'll go over those slow. I take it back. Let's do measure 25 here. It's just an F, and then we'll do that whole second half of the verse. 6, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. Again, the tricky thumb doing the big leaps. 6, 3, 4, 3. And now let's go. We're going to go back to the second part of the verse. So it's measure 17, we came out of that little fill part. Right, there's that little gap in the playing, which is measure 17. Turning that G into a G7, giving it some color movement. And then we start the next set of words, and our eyes were laughter on the F, right? So we pinch the F, and our eyes were laughter. Drop it to the B in the bass, A minor, and a touch divine. F, a little bit of a breather there, and then to the G. Her face was crystal. That weird G with the movement, and then right onto the F. She was mine. And then we go back to the C, and there's a few different endings, which we'll talk about in a minute, but now's a good time to pause. Take a breather. I'll play through the entire verse here in a second, but then we'll talk about the transitions. This one ends, it goes exactly back to the intro. So in other words, those 25 measures just repeat 1 through 25 again. Then at the end of the second verse, if you look on my tab, measure 26, you got a transition after the second verse, but then the transition after the third verse is kind of like the intro, but a little bit shorter, and then you have the final outro that we'll get to. But in other words, that's basically the entire song. You can do those. I'm going to feed the cat more food. just to prove to you I fed the cat. But the cat has been fed. We've been out of town, and she's just very excited that we're home. But anyways, you have all those different transitions, but you could play them the same way. It doesn't matter. You can play them all the same way, and guess what? Done. The song's done. I guess there's a little ending, but it's not that difficult. No new chords. We're learning together here at Mike's Music Method. This is great. You guys are awesome. I love making these videos and sharing these beautiful songs with you. I also love getting obsessed with this finger-picking stuff. If you're not a subscriber, please consider, $50 a month, $20 a month, $5 a month, even $1 a month through PayPal, Patreon, or Bitcoin. But I love the monthly thing. If I could just get $1 from every subscriber, I could make this my day job and focus on this every day and bring you guys many videos a week as opposed to like one. But it's the value for value model. Whatever you think you're getting out of these songs, out of my channel, you could be paying, $40 a week for a guitar teacher. Consider dropping me those coins if you're learning from my channel instead. The more you guys chip in, the more content I can bring you. And not only when you chip in are you getting content and lessons for yourself, but every Joe Schmo who's on YouTube right now watching my stupid face also gets an education through your contribution. And that's the beauty of the value for value model. You are giving people an education who otherwise might not be able to afford it, who are in school, unemployed, having hard times, feeding their children, whatever it may be. Your contribution is helping them learn for free. And what an awesome community this is. And to all my Patreons who are subscribing, big hug. Let's take it from measure 9. We're going to do the entire verse with the vocals in there so you guys can hear how they fit in. 2, 3, 4. Her face was crystal, fair and fine. Her breath was morning, and her lips were wine. And her eyes were laughter, and a touch divine. And her face was crystal, and she was mine. So pretty and wilting and dreamy. And don't worry if you can't do it all at once. It's going to take you a while. If you have to simplify the picking when you're singing, that's fine. Don't worry about all the colors and just, keep the same pattern. Don't do any of the hammer-ons. Don't do any of the motion. For the A minor, don't worry about like the trickier bass notes. Just keep that, thumb, middle, thumb, index pattern going. Make it easy on yourself. So pretty. In my tab, I am now at measure 26. The transition here is weird. It's only 3 measures and he goes right back into the verse. It's a C chord, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Right, that basic pattern, nothing crazy going on there. Then a G chord with a B in the bass, and here the pinky's on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Same picking pattern, 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. This is where it's weird. He does an F chord for only 1 beat. It's just thumb and, which is 6, 3. But then he lifts the F chord to a G chord already, and it's 4, 3, open, open. So an F chord, 6, 3, then lift your hand up, 4, 3. So it's thumb, and, but it's a quick change, F, right? And then we go to a G, I said right, but I caught myself. And then it's 6, 2 on a G chord, and that 2 is the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 6, 2, 4, 2nd string again, but you move it to the 1st fret to get that melody note. So the G is 6, 2, 4, 2, but your melody notes are 3, 1. So that weird last measure. Cool little movement. So for measure 26, that 2nd transition. Quick F, lift it up, then into the C, and you start singing the 2nd verse. All right, the transition after the third verse, measure 29. Really not much to talk about. It's pretty much the same thing as the intro, but short. So let's just play through it here. Look at measure 29. Right, nothing new. G with a B in the bass. Pinky's on the second string. Hammer. Right, that weird movement on G we had earlier. To the F. Move the F to the E minor. Lift it to the G. And then right back into the verse. So it's just the intro, but shortened a little bit. And then here is the final outro. On my tab, it's measure 35. Let's talk about that. So at the end of the last verse, we just have this, a C chord, nothing new. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. Again, G chord with a B in the bass. 5, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. The 2 is the second string we move at the end to the first fret. We had that trick earlier in the song. And then here's the ending. F chord, 6, 2, 4, and then 3 is open. So here's another anticipation. He's on the F chord, but he plays a note G, anticipating a G chord. So 6, 2, 4, open on the third string. And then straight into a G chord. 6, 2, with the third fret down there on 2. 6, 2, 4, 2 again, but we move again 3 to 1. That same little trick. And then it ends on a C. So from that measure 37, that F is 6, 2, 4, lift, and play 3. G, move to the first fret, and a C chord. So up to speed. I'm playing a big C with that extra G in the bass. You don't have to though. So that final ending from 33, 34, 35, 3, 4. Townes Van Zandt. Beautiful little song. You're going to do it. Play it for your friends and loved ones. Tell them all about a summer Thursday and how important it is to you and what poetry that line is and how you're willing to just put your whole life on there for that lyric. Like a summer Thursday, I cry for rain. You do a lot. You climb a mountain and you say that line. Like a summer Thursday, I cry for rain. I know that's what you've been training to get to the top of Everest or whatever it is you've been working on the last 5 years in your life. You're really trying to achieve a victory. You know, maybe that victory is to do something nice. Maybe it's not Everest. Maybe it's something simple. Like you're just trying to remember, your wife's birthday for once or Mother's Day or something like that. It's a simple thing in your life. Maybe I'm not saying I'm working on this, but maybe you'll remember to get your wife something on Mother's Day because she raised your 3 beautiful children. And you're going to work on that for years and years. You're going to keep messing up. But when you do remember and you give her that nice gift, maybe it's just a rose, whatever it is, you're going to remember. That's the important thing. You're going to give her that rose, and instead of saying, I love you, honey, you're going to say, and you're going to mean it when you say it, you're going to say, like a summer Thursday, I cry for rain. You're going to mean it. For real. I'm going to be so proud of you when it happens.